Hey guys, Token Vaping. Today's juice review, I am a huge fan of. If any of you watched my videos, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, anything like that, one thing that you know, besides vaping being pretty much a lifestyle for me, um, there are two things that I'm a big fan and collector of: Darth Vader pertaining to Star Wars and comic books. I came across this company on Instagram, and I instantly fell in love with their packaging, their marketing, um, just their overall presentation, and then their flavor profiles struck a chord with me because they were unique in their own way, and they had a nice little spin on some flavors that have already been tried. They just kind of took it in a different direction, but still kept it somewhat the same profile. I reached out to them, and they were gracious enough to work with me, talk with me, and allow me to get their line to try, and that is what I'm doing for you today. The company is Red Eye Vapor, and I'm a sucker for these things, stickers, promotional items, things like that. Now, I'll tell you right now, the reason why I am a huge fan, not only of some of the flavors after having tried them, but their overall presentation is, number one, their sticker. It's not a general sticker. I mean, some stickers you get and it's like this, it's really flimsy and everything else. This sticker is really high quality. It's solid, and it's actually kind of thick for a sticker. It's really sturdy. So just putting attention to detail and little things like that is actually impressive. Logo is really cool as well. Now, here's one of two things that I'm really enjoying. This is their flavor menu that they sent me. Now, that's their logo, obviously. This is their flavor profile. Now, as you can see, their characters for their flavor profile are comic book characters. Comic books. Bing bing. But each one has a name and a specific flavor profile. If you actually go and look these up, they actually have descriptions for some of these. Now, the icing on the cake for this is that if you go to vapecentric.com, which is where you can purchase these flavors, they're 30 ml bottles. I believe they're normally $21.95. They're on sale right now for $19.95. But if you go and order the set, which is all 5 flavors, it's a 5 flavor profile. If you order all 5 flavors, they throw in obviously their business cards and the flavor menus, but they throw in some of the really cool stickers and their graphic novel. Yes, graphic novel, as in comic book, as in check that out. That is awesome. It is a comic book based on the characters of their flavor profiles. So they've not only created specific characters and names for their flavors, but they've turned them into an actual graphic novel. And I've actually read this, and it is really cool. It's by a gentleman named Scuds McKinley. He's the writer and artist, I believe, on the whole thing. But his art style is, for people that don't know a whole lot about comic books, it may look a little ordinary compared to some of the artists that are out there. As a comic collector, he has a very unique style. It has a very rugged, a very kind of worn down, beat up look. Like, if you study the art style, you can tell that he's gone through some stuff, experienced some stuff, things like that, and he transfers it into the artwork, into the graphic novel. It's a really cool story. I'm hoping there's more to it because I'm kind of hooked on the storyline right now. However, kind of wavering away from the juice line. So, like I said, if you order the entire set of juices, they throw in the graphic novel as well. So it's actually really cool. Plus, it's unique. There aren't any other juice lines out there that I know of that have characters created for their specific flavors that are intertwined into a storybook. Really slick. There are 4 nic levels offered in this line. It's a 0, a 1.5, a 3, and a 6. So while they're focusing specifically on the quality of their juice, everything being locally sourced, everything being made here in the U.S., they're not promoting or pushing heavy nicotine, which is really cool because that's not what the vaping industry is about. It's for a safer alternative, a better choice to switch over. So they're not pushing the nicotine aspect, they're pushing quality and they're pushing flavor. Now, side note, if you haven't yet, or if you started to vaping advocacy, make sure you are pushing that as much as you can. Join the different groups that are out there. Contact your congressman, contact your senator, contact your mayor, contact the government, emails, petitions, things like that. The fight does not stop. So make sure you're on board, make sure you're doing everything that you can so that we can safely continue to vape. One thing I did find out about Red Eye Vapors, they are affiliated with a group, I believe they're offshoot from Adirondack Vapors, which is located in upstate New York. Adirondack Vapors has their own lines of juices and things like that as well. So this is separate from that, but it's created from that company as well. Now, the 5 flavors, like I said, have a very unique twist on some flavors that are already out on the market. They do have, a dessert style flavor. They do have fruitier flavors, things like that. I did save one for a first vape on this video, so I did want to kind of save it there. I did try all the other ones. Now, the really cool thing about it is this is how they are packaged. This is the box that they come in. It has the name of the flavor with their logo. It says the name of the company right here. It has the nicotine options on the side as well as the size of the bottle. And it's bottled by Blackthorn Bottling Company, which is stated right there. And then it has the warning on the back with the ingredients. And it basically just has a little thing, store at room temperature, shake well before using, which is really cool. And it also says keep away from children and pets for safety consciousness. Now, logo on the top, logo on the bottom. Pretty simple looking, but it's very striking because of the red on black, which works for Star Wars too, for the Sith Lords, because they're black and red, basically red lightsabers, black outfits. So it's a win-win for me. Bottles themselves are really well done. They have the character on the label, name of the flavor. This one's Harvey. Logo on the back. Red Eye Vapors here. Also has the warning labels on this side, and then the nicotine and the bottle size here. Red dropper top, black cap, and the bottles are black-ended. They're not solid. You still can see the liquid inside, but they are tinted glass to help contain flavor as well. So that's really cool. Child safety cap also. So real quick, any bottles, anything that you purchase from any shop, doesn't matter if it's a brick and mortar, if it's online, if it's direct from the manufacturer themselves, if there's any type of safety protection like this, having the child safety cap on this, if anything is tampered, and you can just do this and spin this and this pops off, or you get it and it's already cracked, if you don't feel safe or comfortable using it for your own health and safety, do not use it. Don't touch it. Don't open it. Contact whoever you got it from. Let them know what's going on so that they can take steps to rectify the situation. Now, the other 4 flavors that I tried was Yoko, which is a mango, peach, raspberry. It's basically supposed to be kind of like a fruit punch with a tart kick to that. Definitely has it. The mango, peach, raspberry, I'm not a fan of raspberry, but it's very mild in this vape. It's a very citrus type fruit blend. The mango and the peach definitely takes center stage. Mango has that kick up front. The peach does smooth it out. And then the raspberry has a bit of an undertone, at least for me. My opinion for this is specifically just that. It's just my opinion. So by no means am I trying to tell anybody out there, anyone, how you should be taking to the juice, how you should react to it, how you should feel about it. I'm just trying to further detail the information provided and give you a better understanding about them so that it might help you, decide whether or not it's something for you to try or if you're going to be looking for something else. So everybody's taste preference, palate, style, vaping abilities, everybody is different. That's what makes the vaping community so awesome, is that it's just the diversity of that. So everybody's going to be different. So nobody please take what I'm saying as the end all be all. I'm just giving my opinion with that. Second flavor is Synch. It is honeydew and citrus that is basically well mixed. Now, if you don't like a citrus or melon, this may not be for you. It is very strong in that factor, not overpowering to where you cannot vape it continuously. I like melon flavors. I do like a lot of citrus. The citrus that I'm not a fan of are the ones that basically taste like you're eating or vaping the peel or the rind of it. That's a really strong citrus kick for me. It's more of a zest. That one I'm not a particular big fan of. This is not an issue with here though. The citrus does have a strong hit, but it's supposed to let you know that it's a citrus flavor. The honeydew basically smooths that out, but it is a nice combination balance of the two. Hugo and Ion are the next two. I've become a big fan of both of these, and one of them actually kind of took me by surprise. Ion is a blueberries and cranberries buried in cinnamon crumble with a shot of cream to it. Now, I've never liked cranberries, ever. I don't like cranberry sauce. I'm not a huge fan of the cranberry itself. Cranberry juice is really tart for me. However, I'm a real big fan of this flavor. It basically kind of tastes like I almost get like a blueberry cheesecake style flavor out of it with a shot of cranberry in it. The tartness of the cranberry is just enough to level out the blueberries. Anybody who vapes blueberries know that it's a really strong flavor, so it does tend to overpower a lot when it's the main focal point. The tartness to the cranberries basically kind of offsets that just enough so that it's not an overpowering just straight blueberry. And then having the cream kind of just smooths it out. Now, the only negative thing I could say about Ion is that the cinnamon crumble I didn't really get. Most of the time I vape something that has cinnamon in it, I can hit the cinnamon aspect of it and at least see where it's supposed to be at. The cinnamon crumble in this one I didn't really hit a whole lot, which is fine because the flavor still worked for me. I really do enjoy that one. I think that's the one that I've mainly been vaping on while I've been trying out the other ones as well. Hugo is the one that caught me by surprise. Hugo is a mixed berry jelly within peanut butter cake balls. It's basically their spin take on peanut butter and jelly, but they're going a little different with it. It's a peanut butter ball that basically is supposed to have mixed berry jelly placed within this. Now, I'm not a huge peanut butter and jelly fan, and as a vape I haven't found a whole lot that had a nice mix of both. It's usually got either a really strong peanut butter taste or not enough of a peanut butter taste. This flavor, I'm telling you, if you have a sweet tooth, if you like a heavier, heartier vape, if you like something, if you're looking for something a little different, definitely give Hugos a shot. It is a mixed berry, so it's not overly sweet in the jelly department. But the thing that caught me with this is when I vape this, you definitely get the peanut butter and jelly. But it almost exactly had, every single time I vape it, it almost exactly tastes like a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Every time that I have vaped it, I get the peanut butter, I get the mixed berries, and then the aftertaste of it, that final kick at the end, it tastes exactly like toast to me. I was very impressed with that. I thought that was really cool. Whether that was intentional or not, it is a very nice spin on it. It is a very enjoyable vape. It's not too strong in any aspect of it, and it all blends really well together. The final flavor, the one that I'm going to do the first vape on, is Harvey. This one is an apple and pomegranate cut with a blast of cooling mint. Now, if any of you follow my videos or have talked to me or anything like that and have listened, I don't like mint. I'm not a menthol fan. I stay away from it because it's very, very strong to me, and it just is too much for me at times to be able to deal with. So that's the reason why I saved this one for the video, so I don't have to vape it a whole lot, but just enough to get the flavor profile out of that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, real fast. The only cotton that I've used since I've tried this run, this is the only cotton that I use at all. It's Texas Tough Cotton. It is not a Pansy-esque cotton ball. It holds flavor and juice very well. You don't get a whole lot of cottony taste to it, especially off a fresh wick. So if you're interested, on Instagram, it's Texas Tough Cotton. Now, with Harvey, oh yeah, first smell, absolutely love that. It smells exactly like apple juice. Yep, exactly like apple juice. I kind of get a slight hint of the pomegranate right on the tail end of the inhale, but it is primarily all apple juice for me, which I'm a big fan of. I love apple juice. So I'm going to go ahead and drip this. Now, as you can tell, it is a much thicker constitution, so I don't know the exact mix, and that is my fault, so I do apologize for that, but I'm definitely going to guess it right around the 80-20 mix ratio. If it's not, then it's a really thick 70-30. But I'm going to at least place it in the 80-20 range just for the thickness of the liquid and the hardiness of the vapes that I've gotten on the other flavors. So, with that, Harvey from Red Eye Vapors, it's apple pomegranate with a blast cooling mint, and as always, I'm vaping at 75 watts, so we'll see. As you can tell, very dense clouds, so it definitely adds to the thickness of the fluid. Okay. I'm impressed with the fact that the mint is not as strong as I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought it was going to be more. However, again, I'm not a big fan of mint, so this probably would not be a flavor that I would put in the front of the line for me. But it is mellow, I will say that. It is not a strong mint. It is not a heavy menthol. And none of these flavors have a throat kick at all. I have gotten none from them. I even add a 3mg Nick. First inhale, first part of the vape, absolutely, definitely apple without a shadow of a doubt. The pomegranate comes in towards the tail end, and I think it's because of my weakness with the mint that it kind of overpowers the pomegranate aspect of the flavor, so I don't get it as much, but because I think my brain is too focused on the mint aspect. Yeah. I can taste it a little bit, but again, like I said, the mint kind of tends to take over a little bit more than I would like it to, but that's just me. Again, if you like mint in a vape, if you're looking for a menthol type flavor, this definitely will work. The apple is amazing. The pomegranate is definitely in there. The mint aspect, like I said, just covers it up a little bit for me. Overall, this is a very solid vape line. I mean, if you're looking for an all-day vape, if you're looking for a hearty vape, if you're looking for a unique take on flavors, something a little different, definitely try out this line. Absolutely. Like I said, Ion and Hugos are probably the two that I've jumped on right now. I'm become a big fan of both of those flavors, but all of them are really, really solid. The only little issues that I had with it are all personal, and like I said, that's just my opinion. That doesn't make it a bad thing. Everybody else may find something better about that than I have. But overall, especially the fact that they've gone one step further, not just created a vaping flavor line, but they've created characters for a graphic novel to tie into that, is awesome. Great presentation, great marketing aspect on that. Packaging designs, everything about it is just on point. It's very well done. If your shop does not know about this line, if you have just heard about it for the first time by this video, which I thank you, by the way, for watching, but if this is the first time you've heard about this line, definitely check them out. Even if you just try a flavor or two, reach out to your shop, have them contact Red Eye Vapor. It is definitely worth taking a chance on. It's not there's nothing about this line that somebody's going to try and say that's the worst thing I've tasted. Absolutely not. Very solid, very flavored. The clouds are abundant as well. But definitely give them a try. Like I said, vapecentric.com online to purchase. Red Eye Vapor is the name of the line. They're on Instagram, so definitely give them a follow. I believe they're on Facebook as well. But definitely give them a check. Contact them. Reach out to them. They may go ahead, if you tell them the name of the shop, they can go ahead and try to contact them themselves. Regardless, either way, very solid line. Red Eye Vapor, thank you guys so much. I'm a huge fan of just everything about your company now. This is amazing. Thank you so much for this. Flavors are great. Like I said, Hugo's Ion, I'm definitely going to vape until they're empty. Very solid and well done. Everything else, just absolutely nice package overall. Thank you guys for reaching back to me and talking with me a little bit. You guys are really, really, really cool. Until next time, guys, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience. Anything that I can find out for you or answer for you that will make you feel better about vaping, make you want to vape if you don't. If you do vape and you're looking for something new, if it's something I can help you find, just reach out to me, let me know. I will do anything and everything that I can to help better your experiences with vaping. That's all I do this for. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Vape on, Vape Strong. Have a good night.